Hi, I'm Phoenix, and I'm having none of this Kangaskhan is Cubone's mother. Happy Halloween! So I am currently dressed up because I have a party to go to tonight, and I'm very excited. However, I am fighting wearing this wig right now. There's so much just on my head right now. I hate it. And I'm thinking, I might look good with the white hair, but I hurt. So this might not be final look, but you know, otherwise looking snazzy. But today I wanted to talk about something that has been bothering me since I saw m&jtv talk about it. That this is a ridiculous theory because we already know that Cubone's mother is Marowak. It's in the game. Now, I might have been, what was it? Hi, baby. I got a puppy right over here. Oh! What? Got a puppy right here. He's a big boy. He gets big pats. There's his tail. Now, I might have been like, I am currently petting my dog. I might have been like 6 or so when the game came out in the US, but I distinctly remember what happened. I remember what happened in Lavender Town. I was a spoopy girl all my life. Let me just throw that out there right now. I have been spooky, creepy all my life. I remember being young, loving Lavender Town, which I know, I'm so not like other girls. No, we all love that. We all love that. But I remember very much loving it as a child. So you'd think that I would very much remember what happened in the tower, right? And what happened was we meet Marowak, the mother. Or, if you wait till the end of this video, maybe not that Cubone's mother. So stick around. If you enjoy this video, you enjoy me sitting here talking incoherently to a camera, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below saying that you would like more stuff like this. Because normally I just play games. That's all I ever do. So you let me know what kind of content you would like. Give it a like. And we'll go from there, okay? We'll get things started. But first, coffee. And of course, we can't go into anything without protection. Okay, you ready? Let's look at the dex entries. So, first and foremost, most of them talk about how Cubone is sad and cries a lot, which it's a baby. It's supposed to. This is a baby Pokemon before the concept of baby Pokemon was a thing. But there was one entry that really caught my eye, and that is from Crystal. It lost its mother after its birth. It wears its mother's skull, never revealing its true face. Now, I think most of us already know that it's wearing a skull. It's wearing the skull of its mother on its head, which also puts a little bit of a plot hole in the Lavender Town one, right? But again, we'll come back to that. It's also said to evolve when it accepts its mother's death. So let's look at the animal kingdom a little bit and talk about how this all fits in together. So there are plenty of animals that as soon as they give birth or they lay their eggs, they will just sit there and guard those eggs until the babies hatch. And since that takes some time, some of them aren't eating. There's a lot of snakes who won't eat until after they have given birth. But there are also some species of octopus that also, might be more, This is just going off of what I have learned already. But there are animals who will not eat until afterwards, and sometimes they just die after because they have sat there, not ate, not drank, not done anything for themselves. And since we have right here confirmation that the marowak dies, there you go. There's your answer right there. They lay their egg, they guard it, and then they die shortly after the cubone is born. But how are they surviving as a species if you consider they have one skull, and that skull is going to go to that one baby? Well, you're going to have a lot of male marowak that aren't dying because they're not the ones guarding the egg, and not so many females because they're going to die after childbirth. However, there's a couple things that we can include in here that are going to help that along. One is the fact that the daycares will help you breed your Pokemon. But then you're wondering where the skull's coming from, right? Well, I have an answer for you, and this is going to come from Marowak's Pokedex entries. And I didn't screenshot exactly which one it was because it was a couple. They're known to collect bones from unknown graveyards, and there are cemeteries just for Marowak. Those little bones that they carry around and other Pokemon with, those come from a cemetery. They are collecting those bones. So it's safe to say they could have a Marowak at one of these daycares to collect skulls for these new Cubone. The thing is, I mean, obviously they're not going to have the same, generational trauma, and that kind of, puts a little bit of confusion on how they're going to evolve if they don't have to accept a death. But again, sometimes you're going to have to take some creative liberties. Not everything's going to fit together because, let's be honest, they really didn't account for all of this. Then you have another thing out in the wild. Their enemy, Mandibuzz. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. We have another circumstance of a dark type Pokemon being seen as evil when it's actually doing something good. I believe Mandibuzz is some sort of a scavenger type of Pokemon, right? Like a vulture. They don't eat live animals. They pick up the scraps to contain diseases. They're cleaning up. So you have these cleanup Pokemon that are cleaning up these dead Marowak so that they're not spreading disease. But of course, if you have a baby Pokemon that doesn't understand that their mother is already dead and being scavenged by this Pokemon who's just cleaning up, it's going to have some sort of trauma from that, right? It's going to see that as a Pokemon that ate its mother, even though that's not what happened. But apparently that still continues because there's Dex entries that talk about, this is from Ultrasun, said to throw bones at Mandibuzz to avenge its parent. Mandibuzz didn't eat your mother alive. It's doing its thing. It's doing the right thing, okay? Just like with Absol, we gotta stop pretending that dark type Pokemon are evil. Also, oh my God, Bagans, you stink. You are farting up a storm down there, bud. I had to fight through that whole sentence. Just knowing that it smells like absolute fucking rotten shit in here. Bagans, you need to stop farting like that. Mommy doesn't feed you weird stuff. He's just laying there. He's so used to my shit. Yeah, are you farting? You don't feel that coming out? What's that smell? You don't smell yourself? Oh. Did mommy shame you? Come here, baby. I'm sorry mommy yelled at you for farting. Come here, baby. You're a good boy. You just smell real bad. You just smell terrible, don't you? You just smell so terrible. What you making sniffs about? That's you. There you go. Hi, baby. You say hi. Okay, goodbye. No, I tried. The things you do for content. So, we have all these different ways that we can account for Cubone being born and wearing these skulls and being bred in the daycare system. So, that all lines up. Why do we need another theory about a separate Pokemon that has nothing to do with Cubone or Marowak? Unless you're trying to figure out how the Marowak inside of Lavender Town is has to do with that Cubone, because I don't think it's its biological mother either. And here is my actual Pokemon theory. I think that Marowak isn't just a stepmom, it's the mom that stepped up, right? It is the mother that stepped up. It did that job. Now, of course, in nature, we have, mothers who lose their babies and they're, still searching for that baby. And then you have babies that have lost their mothers and they're searching for that mother. Well, I'm attacking this way. Put the puzzle pieces together there. I think that Marowak might have lost its egg, or might have had a dud egg, just like some snakes do. They'll have like these eggs that are like yellowish and they didn't really form anything. I think that might have happened to that Marowak. It saw this Cubone who's looking for its mother. Opportunity. Took over immediately, and they pair bonded, right? Because that Cubone already had a skull. So then you have the whole Team Rocket thing. They tried to capture that Cubone, and the Marowak got in the way and ended up losing its life. But of course, yes, it is still the mother. Absolutely. But it's not the biological mother, and it still fits in with everything else that has happened. With the Cubones losing their mother early during their birth. And then, do you have to poop now? Did you work down a poop? Okay, why don't you sit down and mommy will take you poop after this, okay? Am I just throwing your business out for everybody? Yeah, I am, because you stunk up the room. All right, so in conclusion, Cubone's mother is Marowak. Every single time. If they're getting bred in a daycare, there might be another Pokemon or a Marowak that goes out to these graveyards and picks up some of those bones. If they're out in the wild, the mother dies shortly after the egg has hatched, and the Mandibuzz are going to clean off those bones. So you have this cycle. The cycle continues, and that Cubone is still going to evolve into a Marowak, because that's the line. There's no secret there. The only other explanation would be if they grew them, if they grew those skulls, and those aren't from their dead parents. Now, that would be a theory I would like to hear instead of throwing in a different mother. But you let me know what you think. And also, let me know what you're dressing up for as for Halloween. I want to hear some costumes too. Again, this is what I'm going to wear. Well, maybe we're still deciding on that wig, because this is uncomfortable. I'm just sad that I look good with white hair. But let me know what you're wearing. And again, let me know if you like these videos. Let me know what you think of this. Did I miss anything? Should I talk about something else next time? You let me know. But thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. Have a good night.